All right, so we need to have a discussion because everybody, and I mean everybody, is asking the question: is Monster Hunter Wild too easy? Is not enough difficulty? I'm not getting smacked up enough by monsters. All right, so let's just hone in on some of the things that people are saying. All right, so read a couple of Reddit threads, watch a couple of YouTube videos. Main thing is like, okay, secret, get you out of trouble for free. If you need to sharpen it in the midst of battle, you ain't gotta sit there and be a target for the monsters. A lack of hunting for monsters or searching for them, kind of like in World where you had to actually level up your tracks to find the monster easier. Being able to do more damage for less risk. Mounting systems give you technically a free knockdown, and you can also go all over the monster and just keep making wounds as well. Some people don't even like the wound system and say it's too easy. I personally think it makes sense. If you make a wound on a monster and you hit it, it's gonna hurt the monster a bit more than if you were to just hit like a scale or like a harder part of the monster. You could also argue that Palicos heal you a lot and even cleanse you of your ailments a lot, so it kind of prevents you from fooling around in your little wheel and being like, oh, which potion do I need for this or that. And there's also like the option where you can just select, hey, give me the best solution for this ailment that I have now. So that kind of begs the question, is too much convenience a bad thing for the Monster Hunter title? Yes and no, because look, you've got all of these things that you can do. I mean, Rise had it to where you could have a bunch of other hunters to come, help you out. I mean, you've got online play as well. You've got the same thing in Wilds now. You can also disable your Palico, and calling your secret in battle is optional, also an optional thing as well. I mean, you get up like way slower, but the option is there. I mean, I just don't think it's that big of a deal currently. So, what should we consider? What should we take from this? What can we also kind of look forward to? Because I know there's always about like two sides to the Monster Hunter community. You've got the veterans, which are like, where are these monsters? Where is this and that? And blah, blah, blah. And then you've got, new players coming in and being like, kind of the same way, but the complete, 180. They're like, holy cow, what is all this? I don't know what to do. I'm kind of being overwhelmed. This is a lot, right? So we got to be patient with this, okay? The one thing I've learned from playing World and playing Rise and just having the absolute best of friends that are just absolute veteran players at this game, they've always told me that the base game is kind of chill, and then you'll have updates, patches, and then the DLC comes around, and then we get into more master rank, and you kind of get a bit more situated into what the difficulty is like, and you can really just sink your teeth in. And I know some people will probably allude this to this being like a whole gaming market trope where it's like, oh, we didn't finish the game, but it's like, dude, World was doing this before like this entire crisis of like the last, I don't know, like I feel like it's been like this since like 2020, where like games have just been like flopping and flopping and flopping, and every single studio is just in like distress, man. I really do think we need to consider giving Capcom some time, because I don't want this rushed, and the game already feels rushed, man. I mean, we don't even have like a gathering hub, man, and we had that in World's base game felt very like together, and I still feel like people expected there to be more. I feel like Rise is my favorite. Like I can't say anything about Rise. It is my absolute favorite out of the Monster Hunter series currently. Now, just for reference, I did only start playing when World came out, but still I've been playing ever since World came out. So I've played Rise 2, and now I've been playing Wilds ever since the beta, and I'm absolutely having a blast with it. I mean, I remember a point in time where like I was desperately looking through the SOS list to find monsters people had sent SOS flares for, so that I could go join them in World, so that I didn't have to fight them by myself. And of course, this was my first experience dealing with Monster Hunter in general, but I haven't been a newcomer to difficult games. You know, beforehand I had played a lot of the Souls series. I had played Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1 and 3. So this wasn't anything that was like new for me, and I enjoyed it. And I feel as somebody, you know, who has a good grasp on difficulty in video games, especially playing Elden Ring, beating the crap out of the DLC in the first couple of days that it came out. I mean, man, this is enjoyable, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with the pacing of Wild right now. I do have to say, if you are a hunter that has gotten to like, you know, hunter rank 100 and you've fought everything, man, look into, you've got 14 weapons, you know, figure out which ones you're not good with. How about go help other hunters? The best thing about Monster Hunter is the actual community behind it, because people are so willing to go help other people. We're hunters, right? We're supposed to help each other during hunts. There is also a jarring discovery going on in Wilds right now. I need you to just take a moment and think about this. Monster Hunter World, in high rank, near the end of high rank, you had what? Elder Dragons. Okay? Very difficult monsters that would often card you. Okay? Rulers of their elements. Okay? Same thing with Wilds, right? You got a bit experienced with these monsters in high rank, and then you would go to the master rank version and then fight them, right? We only have one Elder Dragon, technically speaking. And I don't even mean in the sense of like a full-fledged Elder Dragon. We have two technically baby juvenile Elder Dragons. They're not even full Elder Dragons, man. I don't think the part of the community that is shouting we need difficulty has realized what they have done for Monster Hunter Wild. Gore Magala in Wilds, he's a good fight, okay? Good fight, great, loved him in Rise, loved him in Wilds. Tempered Gore Magala is smoking meth, 100%. That fight is completely different. I can put on like a YouTube video in the background of fighting base Gore Magala and Wild, and it's completely okay. Like it's not even an extra thought. I can't do that with tempered Gore Magala in Wilds. There's the nigga just hits hard, man. What I'm basically trying to say is, we don't have any experience with any other Elder Dragons. We have Apexes, right, that rule their areas, but I guarantee you something is going to come along with Master Rank, and we're going to have all of these new Elder Beasts, Dragons, Leviathans, all of this stuff that people have been wanting in the game, like the big oil black dragon with gunpowder. What's this, Geisma Gorum? He's probably going to be in this game too. We have a whole oil region. There's no way we don't get him. There's no way we don't get you know, the ambush monsters back, like at least Devil Joe. There's no way we don't, man. You know that thing that you may come across on your TikTok For You page talking about Monster Hunter and the ancient civilization and the amalgamation of dragon parts that they put together? Yeah, people are speculating that that's what Zoshia basically is. And if you look at his moveset and compare it to like all the other Fatalises movesets, like the red one, the white one, and the black one, and then the body proportions of like the super long tail not being proportionate with the body. This is a problem. I don't think some of us realize what we're doing when we say we want more difficulty in Monster Hunter. I'm gonna throw up this post because it's insane, man. This is 7 years ago on the r/Monster Hunter World. This guy goes into detail. 150 attempts, 15 failures. Behemoth has broken my love for this game. This is not the level of difficulty that we want for a game where it's like literally breaking people's spirit to actually play the game. The guy goes into detail. I'll put a link up to the post. The guy's talking about like, yeah, he's 37 years old. He just wants to come home from work and, you know, before dealing with life and just slay some monsters, and he can't because he's, you know, the fight's really hard, and then he's got like randoms who failed to stand behind comments and they're harassing him with messages and stuff like that. I don't think people realize that there is a whole other subsection of people that play the game who just want to try to play the game. There are some of us, the OG, the hunters, right? The veterans are gonna get through this game and they're gonna beat up all these monsters, and then they're gonna be like, oh well, I'm bored. Go help your fellow hunters, man. You've got people out here that want to play this game but can't because there's like this crazy level of difficulty, okay? And not only that, but yeah, Mr. Yoshida P from Final Fantasy 14, yeah, the guy that helped put Behemoth in the game, came out and said that his Monster Hunter collaboration was a complete defeat because the quality of Capcom's Behemoth was so amazing. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, because it kind of sounds like he's saying two different things, but the main thing I'm hearing is that, hey, I didn't feel like it was good enough. And I don't know about y'all, but I feel like people like developer teams like Final Fantasy, Square Enix, heck, even From Software, Miyazaki, they'll just come out after releasing a super hard game and being like, that just wasn't it. I don't think it was good enough. And you've got like a whole, people are like destroying their setups over these games, man. I think we need to chill, because now he's talking about putting Bahamut in the game, and we're cooked, brother. We're all cooked for this game. If they make Master Rank what I'm thinking Master Rank is gonna be, we're probably gonna have tempered, arc tempered, frenzied. Like, that's insane on its own. I mean, does nobody remember arc tempered Velkhana? We had other arc tempered bosses in World that weren't even like that. They weren't on the same level. Namiel was challenging. He was not arc tempered Velkhana. Like, look, I've beaten Fatalis, I've beaten Eltreon, I've beaten Behemoth, and I've yet to beat arc tempered Velkhana. That's just where I'm gonna leave it at. That's just for me personally. I've absolutely done my time in Monster Hunter World. I've got over, I think, about 1,000 hours in that game. I love that game. Same with Rise. I think we need to chill, okay? We're cooked.